God, I got bit by a bee. So sorry. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. This is Casey at the Guardian Oracle 33. I am a psychic medium and intuitive. I want to say welcome in. I forgot to plug in my Oracle shed. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that is old, welcome back. I have to go plug in my shed or I'm not going to have anything. So if you guys want to give me a minute, I will be right back in here. That'll allow time for you guys to get up in here. I will be right back. I got to plug in the shed. I totally forgot. Well, I didn't mean to click live, but I guess that thing has a mind of its own. Dun, dun, dun. Hi, Mariah. Hi, Jace. I love you guys. Hold the fort down. I'll be right back. That the dog. That the good dog, Mr. Butch. All right. Now let's see. I know why it. Hold on, boy. I know why it kept breaking the last time. The popper kept blowing. Because my daughter had 2 splitters hooked in the extension cord. The cord wasn't long enough outside, so she put another 3-way splitter on the middle of it. And then I had a 3-way splitter in here, and it just, yeah, was not having it. So now I need to see. Give me a second. I'm not sure. I just work here. It's my first day. Let's see if I'm going to plug that back in. Watch out, Mr. Butch. Thank you, buddy. Watch out. Here, come up here. Come up here and sit. Come here. Can you sit? Come here. Can you say hi to everybody? To Mr. Butch. That's the cow dog. That's the cow dog. That's the cowboy. All right, now I need to find a way to plug in this John. Let's see if I can do this. Thanks for hanging out while I operate on the shed. I really didn't mean to go live right then. No, not really. Okay. Now, you hold that. We got a whole shit show and a half going on. That's okay. I like shit shows. They are my favorite. Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. All right. We are in it to win it. Hello! What's up, guys? Surprise! Are you guys excited to see me this early on a Wednesday? That's awkward. What's happening here? Something's happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. Tell him stop, oh, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Yeah, yeah. I think I sing more than Tyler Taros. What does he say? It's Tyler Taros in the house, baby. And I'm reading today for the sign of everybody, baby. You know, I got on his live feed and I was like, Tyler, check out my channel. Let's do a friggin' collab, bro. I think we would be hilarious together. I just don't know if I would be able to give him room to speak. I kind of need the whole platform for myself and myself, Irene, you know. Oh shit, I put out a flame. I've got 2 flames left. That cannot be a coincidence, as I do not believe in coincidences. Everything is always being divinely guided for the highest good of all. So, if you guys are new to my channel, I am an intuitive psychic medium. I can channel passed on consciousnesses of those that once were here. Their energy stays within the crystalline grid. I'm able to tap into that. I've been on a spiritual awakening since 2020 when my grandmother passed away. I was holding her hand and I kind of really just started seeing angel numbers on her heart monitor as they were turning down her oxygen. And weeks after that, finally I looked up my first angel. I was like, what the fuck? Every time I go on my phone, it's 333. And I didn't understand it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I finally looked it up and they're called angel numbers. So every time I felt like I needed guidance from the other side, I would look up the angel number and then I'd have, hello, Google, read it aloud. And I'd have her read it aloud. And I was always getting a message within a message. So now if you follow me, you will know I'm a very esoteric, very highly intellectual channeler due to the origins in which I connect to, which would be the light. I call it the light army. The light of intelligence. So I'm a very deep reader, very profound, very spiritually in tuned with myself, my guides. I have a light language. I do my own form of natural healing. You guys would call it Reiki. I also am into demonology, so expelling demons off of energetic bodies. I am a warrior of the light. If you guys want to check out my bio, you will see I didn't put that in there. Those of you that have had a read with me, and we removed negative or demonic energy off of yourself, especially because if it's not supposed to be there for the highest good of all, it will be removed no matter what. So I'm just on my path. I have lots of modalities and different energies that I work with. I am absolutely fearless when it comes to working in the spirit. I've been heavily spiritually attacked, very, very much. And my profundity within working for the light outweighs any negativity that could try to stifle me on the third dimensional realm through the conscious mind. My spiritual mind is strong. I'm flexing right now. I'm very in tune with my spiritual body and my spiritual self. It took me a long time to get there. I'm a people pleaser in the past, very codependent. I stayed stuck in the same patterns and cycles with my own insecurities, my lack, my childhood trauma. I'm learning what all that is. I've grown. I've planted wonderful seeds. Things are so good. My ex-husband and I, we are getting along wonderful. We've gone through our divorce process. And you know what? Through it all, we planted the seeds for two very indifferent people, very much the same. We're best friends, don't get me wrong. But for us to go through what we've been through, not just once, twice, but probably 3 times on a big level, and still have love and admiration for what we've grown through, fucking love wins. So I am so excited about that. It's nice to be able to clear that, and I keep hearing my higher guides say, you did good. You guys did good. So even if it's really hard leaving somebody that you do love and admire or had a close bond with, a lot of us as soulmates come in to really, son of a biscuit, push each other into a state of very, very profound growth. And a lot of that time, when we're stubborn, it looks like hard times. We're our own worst enemies at times. I'm always spilling shit. So sorry. All right. So my computer shut all the way down. I gotta log in real fast and then we'll get going. I love you guys. You're friggin' awesome. What'd you guys think about that kayaking yesterday, that fishing? Today I'm going to go out. I'm going to get this read done. I have a personal read with another family member of ours. I'm thinking about rescheduling it for tomorrow because tomorrow's the kids' Friday. And I want to spend time being... Oh, here, give me my keys. I want to spend time today I have no little girls, so I've been having a hard time knowing what to do with myself. My kids are at school. My mom's still on hanging out with her new date, so it's just been me all day on the ranch. So I've weed eated. Well, first I had to figure out how to put the fucking string in that DeWalt weed eater. Finally figured that out, and then when I did get out there, then my battery died, and then, the natural release when you hit it and it should expel more fucking wire. It wasn't going. I said, okay, so I guess you don't want me doing yard work because that's all I really do is work or, fix, clean. They're like, so I went and took me a nice, beautiful bubble bath with some Epsom salts and just got in there. I was so filthy from yesterday. Ringo douching me in the water with his fucking oar. He's just mad I beat him on the way home. If you guys are interested in watching that, I also film my kids on here. My son Ringo, he's 13. He rides bulls. We cover his bull riding in the live section. Also, we do a lot of hiking. We're starting to do more hiking. We do hot tub parties. We do gardening. We do it all on this channel. So feel free to check out the live section. If you go to the video section, those are some of my older videos when I first started my channel. It's been a year, April 3rd. So if you guys are thinking about starting your channel, I just encourage you to fucking send it. Who gives a fuck what anybody thinks? If you've gone through an immense amount of stuff, it's very important that you find your soul expression in the way that you elaborate or communicate or share aspects about yourself, because we learn from the processes, through the systems, right? We learn through that, what works for us, what doesn't, what personality types, what we need to get rid of, what we need to let go of. People around us will always be a mirror of what we need to, either we desire or we want to let go of. So glad I was gifted as a long-winded Native woman. A blonde Native woman. I'm Cherokee and Blackfoot, actually, so I'm half Native. The other part of me is German. I've got a little bit of Irish in there. My grandmother on my father's side, she is full Blackfoot Native American. And on my mother's side, my mom's father is full Cherokee. Fucking cutting out again, so maybe we will flick that back on. We do not need the heater. That might help. Yeah. Let's turn that off. Okay. That should keep us going. Now let me get in this mother trucker. I need me some YouTube, please. Trying to find me some YouTube. Queen of Wands. First thing I see, 2323. That was the first angel number I fucking pulled today for myself. I shit you not. This card talks about endless cycles. Charisma, communication, society, movement, journey, repetitive circumstances, and patterns. And I talked about patterns earlier. 808 is the one I pulled, and this one was underneath it. There are some truths that you are resistant to accept over and over until you are tired and restrained beyond depression. It takes a decision to live life for yourself. Life is all about passion. And then when you make the change, okay, it's all about passion. Then you make the change and the world around you follows. All right, Holy Spirit, holy angels of the highest bright light, I call on you for clarity, guidance, protection. I demand, declare, and decree that no weapons formed against myself or my listeners in the upright shall prosper. If you send any evil eye, negative energy towards this way, it will be sent back to you. I suggest that you don't do that. A lot of you that have, or those of you that have that still watch and that have been blocked, I'm sure your life's not going too hot right now, considering the fact that love always wins. Might have been a dog leg down there for a while, but you don't mess with the light, because the light is the truth. And the light is brave, strong, and courageous. We have the ability to go through stuff most wouldn't, so come on down if you wish. Got too much love on this channel. I love you all. I hope that everybody takes these messages. Do not allow oracle readings, tarot, or anything that anybody else says to. Your intuition outweighs everybody else's. You are your own greatest guru. You should only be checking in with me to see, hey, that's synchronistic, that's alignment with kind of the energy that I'm going through. Some of these are predictive reads. This could mean something in the future. This could have meant something in the past. It could just be a way that you're feeling. This could be a confirmation from your spirit guides, what you need to know. I'm just going to pull on the energy and see what we have going here. Jerry, what up? Bada bing, bada bing. Bada bing, bada bing, bada boom. Tap, tap. Thank you, Brian C., for the $1. I love you and I appreciate that. What up, demonic Famba? Ah la 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 bamba, da 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 da. Prep for this here reading. I am not your mother and daddy, but if you want me to be, I'm sure I could. I had a dad once. Celeste, I look forward to our personal read. By the way, if you guys are interested in a personal read with me, I do hour-long and 35-minute reads. You guys can get a hold of me at angeldynasty33@gmail.com. I accept super chats if you guys want to ask a question or want a personal card pulled for you. I will answer those if I find a good breaking spot. I may or may not do a pull a card on this, because I know I went through the last night's, what was the Aquarius's read? Or it was Spirit's trying to show you the guiding light, the last read I did. I seen towards the end of the chat. I do watch the chat after, once it comes up in the comment section. For those of you that want to watch my lives and you're watching a replay, for those of you that don't know, because my mod Jason, the Art of Pain, showed me this, you on the little comment box, there's 3 little dots like on an iPhone, and you just slide it to the left, and then you can see the live comments of what everybody said. So I go through that just to see the interactions, and I love you guys. You're so sweet to each other, and you guys are funny as fuck. Herman! Herman! But, you guys are so amazing. But I see a lot of people asking for just a single card. So I'm going to get a general message for, you know, just whatever. Because I know that there's a lot of people who just went through a major shift, and it's very new energy. So I just want to see what we have, what the collective needs to know. All right, Holy Spirit, holy angels of the highest bright light, let's do this. Love you guys. Was hoping my check would have been in the mail today. I wanted to travel a little bit further out. I wanted to go out to Blue Heart. It's a little bit further out there. But maybe we'll do that tomorrow. All right. Holy Spirit, what do we need to know? Collective energy. Collective energy. What do we have? Oh my gosh. We've got bravery. Be brave. Somebody, I told you, it's a whole new energy. See this being out here on this cliff over this water. It's like somebody who's been on a journey and followed, I'm hearing the northern lights, but follow some sort of spark within their own being that led them perhaps to a place that at one moment felt very isolated. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who is continuously being moved or transformed by other outer worldly energies. I really feel like this is some passed on loved ones. You know, somebody's really made a lot of transformation from losing people. This card talks about face the unknown with bravery, trust your steps. All right, can you tell me more about that? I cut it on meditation and safety. So you're safe in your wisdom and knowledge. Tell me more, Holy Spirit, holy angels. Joy. See, I told you there's a huge shift, and here we are with these transformative energies again. You know, in the red dress, you know, to me, she's in a, what is it, the Light Seers Tarot? Yeah, it is. In the Light Seers Tarot, in the Nine of Swords, when she's not getting sleep, she's in her head, she's in the red dress. You know, the red dress represents bloodshed, royalty, somebody who's walked through, I'm not sure, I wouldn't say a warrior spirit, okay? It is somebody who's walked through the valley of the shadow of death. Joy is the dance of the soul. Enjoy every moment in harmony. Harmony is the beautiful melody in relationships. And now look. Now there's two people on this mountaintop out there together. Initially it was one. And you see these two orbs? I would consider this, see this guide with the bird? Somehow, some way, these two different people, you know what I feel like? I'm just going to say this, I feel like this is a love story. Or a story of, it could be a platonic friendship too, about the meeting of the minds, two being guided through a perilous journey with perilous paths, but it feels like they always, you know, they lead back to the same place. These big orbs is their higher selves that end up, you know, they just kind of pushing things around. They magnetize the energy. But this shows me two people that have been through an immense amount of, I mean, that is a hard, rocky climb to the top of that. You know, it looks like somebody got there a little bit before somebody else, but somebody finally is choosing to show up. Perhaps they're feeling guided by a passed on loved one or a spirit guide in some way, somebody that they would consider a guide. You know, it's talking about if you have the bravery here, and you can trust and have in the harmony of joy. You know, it might not look like what you thought it would look like, I'm hearing, but it's better. But it's so much better. All right, can you tell me more about this energy, Holy Spirit? What has brought this about? What do I need to know? What does the collective need to know? Do you want to allow this app to make changes to your Vice? Abso-fucking-lutely not. Don't touch my shit and don't even look at it. This is called Harmony. And it's Gaia. It's funny, I just talked about harmony and look. The world in her hands. She's got the whole world in her hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. All right, what else do we need to know? Allow me to tie this together. Holy Spirit, holy angels. Wow. Self-acceptance, the heart of the cosmos. I'm hearing bottom of the deck. A spiritual journey and connecting with a higher self. The creative expression was one of the first things I talked about when I had gotten on here. If you guys remember right, I was talking about having the courage to get on here and speak my truth with my own soul expression in the way that I am. This, you know, I'm not your average Joe. Not your average Joe. Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Uriel. Call on my divine ancestors, the highest bright light. Call on the Light Army Star family. This is a personal journey of self-discovery, where not only you will discover yourself and your attributes, but those of others before they ever will. You are a guiding light and a beacon for the cosmos. You carry the heart of the cosmos. This is where your bravery comes from, in this higher connection with yourself, as they all align here together the same way. Sorry, be with you in a second. Hey, is that your guys' pocket or mine? I think it's mine. It's like, where's my nicotine? Explore the deep connection with the universe on your spiritual journey. Oh my gosh. I feel like somebody's going through a death. A death? A death to their self in some way. With self-acceptance out here, and it looks like when the body's weak, body, mind, and spirit, it's like your higher self comes through. And higher self is here with connection to the higher self. Look at this. It's talking about self-acceptance. It's talking about somebody allowing themselves to die to an old way of being. I always see this as a higher, a different being that this person's allowed to just fall back into, to have the self-acceptance. Fuck everybody, what they say, what they think. I know I'm different. I know I think different, but I know above all, my love is one of the greatest attributes that I can give to this planet. Not just to other people, because to authentically give such a powerful energy. I'm not talking about, oh, I love you, you're hot, you're this, you're that. It's like, I love you at the core of who you are. I love me at the core of who I am. This is a story of awakening to the power within your own being. Spiritual journey, somebody's come a long way. It's like they wanted to stop on this path, they almost thought about turning around, but it's like somebody's seeing something once more again. A powerful light, an energy that they know, like maybe you bring an energy, or you have been influenced by an energy that has so much enlightenment. And when I talk about light, we always talk about light and dark. And I think it's such a preconceived notion for us to throw around words like that. So when I'm speaking of light and dark, as somebody who's been an addict, somebody who's been codependent, selfish, self-centered, self-righteous, unloving, manipulative, I have carried all of my shadow traits, like a fucking weapon that I never had to carry. I picked up the wrong sword, it's my shield, and when you walk in the light, you don't have to carry an actual sword or an actual shield. We carry those in the earthly plane to, in war, to protect ourselves, to put up our guard, to protect our heart even, we become these warriors of our experiences, and we gain some sort of bravery from that. But I'm talking to somebody who has almost checked out of their spiritual path to a point. Somebody could have tried to check out, and I feel like somebody's saying, I'm so glad I didn't give up. I'm so glad that I didn't, trigger warning, shoot myself or cut my wrist or hang myself. This is somebody who thought about going back on their oath, on their word, on their commitments to the light. What was there? Why was I taken down this path? It's for a reason. See that huge light at the end? It's like you're so close, and somebody's like, man, I'm just a little nervous of what could be there. And your spirit guides are saying, I'm calling in the bravery. You've planted good seeds. You at this point, perhaps you're even seeing the enlightenment of others of what you have planted. I mean, because we went from somebody who was brave on their own and took this solo journey, being guided by these, I heard optical illusions, their delusions, whatever it may be, and other people can't see what guides you. Even if you speak about it, might seem a little, unorthodox to those that rule off the thought process of, my phone's getting blown up with pictures of my kids right now because they're out having fun. I didn't know where I'm going, but I knew I was going to go. I knew I wanted to come to the end of myself, I'm hearing. I wanted to follow the lights. I wanted to see where they led me. And where it led you is back to this big ocean, standing on a rocky point where you have journeyed to. It's like where the rocky road ends, and now somebody's looking at their emotions. With all this water out here, water is representative of emotions, and it's not very rough water by any means, but it took bravery to get here. And now that this person's standing here at this spot where they were guided to by all these lights, they're looking over this pier and into the water and into the sunset. And it's like that big breath when you're like, I might be alone and I might not have the people I wanted by my side, but I've got me. And if I've got me, then I feel just as blessed, because within me is everything that I loved within everybody else. Love. Somebody here, you should be very honored by your path. You should be very Man, somebody had a tumultuous path of just demonic spirit after spiritual attack after spiritual attack. You know, you made this somehow, and it had to go through this heart, the heart of the cosmos. Connect with the cosmos heart to experience a profound and wismic love. Heart, universe, and the core of you. Somebody's had to go into the core of their self to open up that space. It shows me here because they're in alignment. I've gone through my heart to find my higher self. And that light this person is traveling to here is within their own being. You know, some people might get confused when they're fucking with you, like, I want to say for some of you, there's an air of mystery here about who sides with you and who doesn't. I feel like the more that you've stepped in and sustained this energetic bravery that you have about yourself on your spiritual journey and connecting with your higher self, you've become a complete anomaly within the system of whether you're a starseed, whatever, a shaman, in whatever way you could have had some very profound experiences that, and there's a rocky road to get to this rocky cliff above all this water, and this one's even higher. This one goes even higher over here with these spirit guides. Now there's two people. See, it took a person to go out and journey and have the bravery to where they would either meet up with the person that's already there, or they would find each other in due time. There's joy out here. All right. What does this mean on the soul level? What does this mean on a soul level? For some of you, I feel like this is a lot of naysayers, a lot of even naysaying that you've had within your own mind. We are our own worst critics. We will deny the right in front of our face truth day in and day out on account of fucking, one, our own notion to have insecurities or disbelief or feelings of inadequacy that maybe we don't deserve it, maybe it's not true, maybe it's not real, versus, well, and then you have the naysayers of everybody else. I don't know. That doesn't seem like a good idea. We've been here before. You know what it looks like. You know, all the fear and doubt and anxiety, and spirit showing up and saying, when you focus on yourself and you have bravery within yourself, you find that peace and joy, that harmony. It is a spiritual journey. And no, I'm just going to tell you from personal experience. If you guys have been able to have somebody with you besides your spirit guides, your whole fucking dark night of the soul and through your spiritual awakenings, please tell me how you did it, because I would like to know. Everybody, including my children, have come and gone. People that I've loved have come and gone. And you know what? All of it has made me so much stronger on this path and on this journey. And you're never alone. You never lose them. You just have to trust in the seeds that you've planted in the past, that it would also lead somebody down a path of bravery as well. That they would look once more, you know. Very beautiful. On the soul level, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels of the highest bright light. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for hitting the like and subscribe button. I really appreciate it. That keeps me in the algorithm. If you want to put the Guardian Oracle 33 in the search box once or twice, that also lets out the YouTube algorithm know that you guys are searching for me. Are you searching for me? Honor and boundary. Treat people with love as you are. Treat people you love with respect, and you will find your relationship become stronger. With bravery and honor out here, these are like militant traits that I was conditioned with in the military throughout my life, or in a military structure nonetheless. Boundaries. Have sensible boundaries, and important. Having sensible boundaries is important on your spiritual journey with everybody, including yourself. Heart. You start to feel your heart beat faster as you get closer to the one that you love. And I put that over joy. Okay. Archangel Azrael, Archangel Metatron. All right, let's look at this on a spiritual growth. Oh, these are my spiritual gifts. And you know, I always have one in there that doesn't belong. And it just so happens the card that's in here that doesn't belong. Oh, there's two. I didn't see any more. Okay. Our storms may bring passion, but not peace. And letting go, resistance. So this is what this is brought about. I don't believe in coincidences. If something's in there that's not supposed to be there, the universe will remove that, or they will expose it and show you why somebody belongs, a person, place, or thing belongs in your life above something else. Whether you're leaving it or you're coming back to it, your heart knows. Like I said, your heart will start to beat faster as you get closer. All right, I am seeing a spiritual retreat. By the way, guys, we need to start getting really serious. I know we've been talking about this as far as getting some of you over here for the retreat in August. So just be thinking about that. We are going to have some shirts made. And all of the profits from those shirts that would be sold, because I'm at that point now on my channel where I can actually sell shit. I don't know how the fuck that works. I really need Jason's help because I'm not, and actually Constance would be good too because you guys have YouTube channels and you know how to work with that. But I'm at that stage where I can either do like, you know, members only or sell stuff. I want to sell a couple things from the Guardian Oracle. I have a few decks of cards I've made. I want to also, I just want to be able to raffle things off or what do you call that? A silent bid auction, or have them for what they are and sell them. I want them to be badass. I was thinking about doing a Converse with angel wings on it. Angel 33 is my favorite number. That's my custom license plate. It says Angel 33. But I want to do something badass and inspirational, and I also want to have like a badass Converse from Sandlot. You know, the black and white tennis shoe with the little red emblem, and I want it to have wings on it. And then, I've got wings, fucker! Can you milk me? Set of titties on those shoes. I don't fucking know. We'll figure it out when we get there. What up, Bethany? Oh, I am so glad I am seeing you. Okay. I love you, Bethany. Welcome in. Alicia! Sky Key. Ooh, want to check your cards out for sure. Well, I've made like over, I want to say close to 1,000 cards, different decks. These are just channeled messages. I'll sit down and I'll channel a whole bunch that will come out. It will be in my own crappy dappy handwriting probably, but they are from the Guardian Oracle, and if I ever do go viral and blow up, you guys will have a very original set of decks. I actually plan on in the future making my own decks of cards with my own shenanigans on there. I'm sure Jason and I will collab in some way with his artistic nature to do a deck of cards. I would like in the future to be able to create a deck of cards with the Art of Pain. So that's my goal with him being a tattoo artist, and he's really good at that. And the words that I can channel, I think it would be fun to do something like that in the future. Look for lots of stuff, you know, shirts. I have a lot of things I want to do. Lanyards. We're gonna figure it out. So if you guys are interested in coming to Idaho, over here, it's gonna be let's just say Mountain Home, Idaho, and from there we will travel up into the mountains where there is a place called Trinity. It's called Trinity. I don't know if it's Trinity Mountain or, but we will be going to Natural Hot Springs. We will have a 5 to 6 day retreat where we all get together, everything. We will be kayaking, hiking, relaxing, drinking, shrooming, campfiring, cooking. We'll be hanging out. They got a dance down at the local pub out in the middle. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's up in the mountains, but there's a whole community of super rich people that live up there, and hot springs we can camp by and get in at any time we want. So we will be clean. I know that. I had a shirt once that said Idaho. No, Idaho. I'm a Udahodian. Yo, those rivers were really nice. They are. We've got the Snake River is one of the main ones that run through here. If I end up going out to Hagerman, where I want to go fish, and where Blue Heart is, where that crystal clear water is, You guys, it's out of this world amazing. You will love it. Bethany, by the way, welcome to the team as a moderator. When you guys become a moderator on my channel, it's because I'm guided to do it, but I watch the live reads. I see who takes care of the family, who sticks around, who's here, who energetically matches the vibe. It's an honor to be a mod on this squad. So we keep the chat clean. We uplift others. We're loving. Sometimes we're dicks. Sometimes we're smartasses. But Bethany, I love you so much. Welcome to the Soul Tribe. Welcome to my family as the Guardian Oracle 33 as my mod. I appreciate you so much. So you hold the power, baby. Nobody holds as much power as Hot Rod and Jason. They are my master moderators. So they can kick out other moderators and do what they need. They hold the power. Outside of me, they are my second. So I fucking love you. Welcome to the family. Hot Solstice, I love you. That's how Hot Solstice got on here. It's just show up and show out. Fucking love you guys. Snake River. And it is the year of the snake, isn't it? Because last year was the fucking dragon. Now we've got the snake. Obi-Wan and Kenobi, I've thought about doing a shirt with Obi-Wan and Kenobi here. I'm not really sure. These are just ideas. If you're artistically creative and you think we could put together a plain old white or black t-shirt, I'm just going to get the Natural Hanes cotton fucking, shit that'll last, a little bit thicker shirts. And I'm going to have some shit printed on them. And then I'm going to put them up for, and we can either do it through the YouTube site, which I think would be cool. Or we can, Jason, I'll have to have you help me figure that out. My mind's not good. Zerdik's another one that would be good with that. I know he has a buttload of kids like I do. But I need people who are good with the internet. That's where I'm not so well. Actually, my ex-husband is really good with stuff like that too. I could ask him, as well. It'd be interesting. You guys, we're gonna have so much fun, so I just look forward to it. Heart Awakening Journey. Let's get some channeled messages while we're out here, okay? These are just signs and synchronicities that this could be you or something you've gone through. Spiritual journey. Jumping into life with strength. Past life is surfacing again. There has been evil trying to stop light. Destined union of 2 star seeds is on the board. I made this a long time ago and I haven't had that. So you could be a star seed that's destined to be with another soul, and there's a lot of envious spirits. Now remember, we don't fight in the flesh. Tom, Johnny, Sally, they're all Tom, Johnny, and Sally. Now, depending on where Tom, Johnny, and Sally sit within themselves determines the amount of energies they can take on from lower demonic forces. If they haven't faced their shadow and alcoholism, drugs, addictions, porn addictions, codependency, not being able to be alone, using, you know what it is. There's a past life with 2 destined soul starseeds that is coming out here. So I'm going to call on that energy. I'm being guided to the bottom of the deck. Call on Archangel Michael to help heal fragments of your oversoul's expression. Manipulator and narcissist. Spirit attachment. And that is what that spirit attachment is. Thank you, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, with the letting go out here. Okay, so let's talk about these 2 starseeds coming together. Let's talk about these 2 star seeds coming together. This doesn't have to just be somebody else in a love. This could be a very good friend of yours. This could be somebody that you don't know yet and somebody that you do. So I'm just going to pull some messages on that, and let's see what we can come up with. Let's see what we got, Spirit. I love you, Spirit. The heart. You start to feel your heart beat faster as you get closer. For some of you, you got a big, big love. And this big, big love could have grown in a really rocky, shitty, dry, desolate place. But look, the family still grows. See all these rocks down here? An extra amount of light and heat, and then you've got the shadow over here. This tree is fully blossomed. It's overgrown so much to where it's almost, overgrown at this point. So the heart is definitely open at this time for a lot of you. Okay. I see a secret. Okay. I see, and the Seven of Swords. So there could be some sort of secret communication about, somebody knows the underlying issue to something that went on or something that happened. Seven of Swords is somebody that's lying, sneaky, underhanded dealings in whatever way. But the fact that he's on a computer, this person I'm saying, they could be male or female, but somebody here doesn't understand how, with what work they put in, what spiritual work, whether it's good or bad, how they weren't able to stop or shift something here with the High Priestess. This is the High Priestess is an energy of somebody who is very spiritually guided, somebody who's very in tune within their self, and they don't naturally externalize thoughts, feelings, and emotions that are pervious to some sort of deeper truth or deeper note. It's a sacred space holder. It's somebody that understands something on a deeper level. I will come to you and tell you what you need to know, but this pertains to the heart. So I feel like there's an awakened being here that is very in tune to narcissistic energies, demonic behaviors, demonic energies. The Seven of Swords, anything that is spying, watching, underhanded. Somebody out here already knows. You know, they've read the scroll of their own heart. They understand what God put them here for, the trials, the tribulations, the highs and the lows, and it's like no matter what, the scroll is written on the heart. And I have heart out here, and there's the scroll. So let's see. Tell me about these divine star seeds. Let's get an overall energy and a superpower. Let's get a superpower for these star seeds, because star seeds are beings, okay, souls that are in a physical body here on earth that have incarnated. So came back, the soul has come back in many, many bodies, and male, female, young, old, died young, died old, car wrecks, murdered, slaughtered and daughtered, fucking fishing accident, you name it. They've been there, done that. We've got harmony and abundance that comes out. It's gonna be a fucking beautiful read. Oh my gosh. My star seeds are very emotionally intelligent beings, but we are the ones that come in very emotionally vulnerable and very emotionally manipulative before we start to awaken, because we desire deeper, stronger love, but we're not quite sure how to get that past the pains and the hurts within our own being to allow that love to really show through, to where we're not trying to covet people around us or things around us, to where we, there's a lot of people that are good husbands and wives and lovers, but I think we miss the point of friendship within the dynamic of relationships. And when it comes to star seeds, these are souls that have been on different multi-universes, different planets. They have many skills, talents, and are able to tap into things. A lot of us will have some very karmic, hard lessons to learn when we get here so that we can activate. But through those, and the way we move through those, we plant seeds within others, seeds of love, seeds of hope. You know, as we change, we might see others conform against our change and leave us out in the cold because it's so foreign and scary. But you'll notice that we always bring them back around. Whether we don't, we planted the seeds. The universe does. I say we because I'm working with a collective of light beings and higher intelligent beings. I am now aware of who I'm working with for the highest good of all. And this has only happened over the last 7 months. It took me a long time, guys, to get to the level of which I'm at. It's not easy. I have shed a lot of tears. I have done a lot of fucking hurting myself. I've hurt others out of not knowing my own emotions. And I have paid my karma in a lot of ways. Past life, this life, shit that I shouldn't have had to, that's just propelled me to be even a stronger light warrior. No fucks given, wanker! Fucking send that shit. Let's get strong. Mentally, emotionally, physically. Warriors are those that stand up for the old, the sick, the meek, those that are being spiritually attacked. We don't leave them. We love them. We want to leave things better than we found them. And even if at some point you planted good seeds and you leave, just trust the universe will grow them. And I can personally tell you that I have a soul's desire and a soul's wish, and many times I've thought that desire and wish would have either come to fruition or I would have lost it altogether. And I always think to myself, I've been with the right people. I've just been the wrong person at the right time, you know, or vice versa. So it's about alignment here. Time, fuck time. Time has nothing to do with it. It's about alignment. Do I have the balls and the gumption to tell those around me that I do not align with or that try to infiltrate themselves within my personal relationships? This is my love. This is my relationship. This is my person. This is my friend. This is our connection. This is what it is. This is what it will be. The outside, and remember, I said we don't fight in flesh, we fight in the spirit. So we understand when there's some sort of negative attachment on somebody, and that can show up as insecurity, a plethora of things. My daughter unplugs. She's always got to touch everything when she comes out here. Okay, tell me about these star seeds. Tell me about this divine union. Inspiration. Okay. There's a huge energy of something that has become very inspiring within the heart space for some of you. You know, it says your heart will start to beat faster when you get closer to a true soul connection. Going with the flow comes out. This is so cosmically woven and woven in such a beautiful space and time. Let's look at the journey of the star seed coming towards you. What have they had to go through? What have they had to go through? I'm seeing a marriage and a secret. I'm seeing the Four of Wands and a secret behind that marriage. Four of Wands, the home. Four of Wands and trying to piece something back together. You know, there's two perfectly good cups, but somebody could be trying to put something together that they're just tired of. They realize, I have two good cups. I don't think I really need to hang on to all this other fluff because, you know, it's just me now, and two cups would be perfectly good. I don't need all the extra fuss. Claudio, I am a warrior of light. Hello, welcome in. Okay, the person coming towards you right now is in a period of inaction. They're having a hard time making a decision to move forward or to stay where they are. I was going to say, tell me more. And that was the Six of Swords, so moving away. Tell me more about the energy of the starseed coming towards you. The starseed coming towards you. What energy are they in? The Two of Cups. King of Wands. You could be dealing with a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The King of Wands is a fire sign for me. This is somebody that wants to speak up perhaps about an inability to make some sort of decision pertaining to a soulmate connection, a contract, or something that has there's inspiration behind this. Somebody needs to talk to you about not somebody here is like kind of trying to let go, and this person's still wanting to hang on in some way. The person coming towards you could be a fire sign, could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, their truest intentions towards the collective. The starseed's truest intentions. This person could be oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this person, their truest intentions, they want to heal something. Somebody could have a very hard time moving away from you due to you being so embedded within their heart. This person could not really understand how you've been there after this long, or that they feel something when they're by you that they normally don't, that they can't explain or express to anybody else. With the flow and the heart here, it's like, I don't know why when I see this person, my heart, it beats. It's like, it's so familiar and it's so at home. Somebody's going to speak up about this. They come to you with the Eight of Cups, which is walking away from things that no longer positively serve them. This person's putting down red solo cups, which tells me you have a fire sign here that's going to quit drinking or knows that they overindulge in some aspect of their life, and their intentions is to put that in the trash. They're done. They want to move forward and they want something successful with you. You know, I've overdrank, gluttony, whether it's sex, drugs, rock and roll, insecurity, selfishness. This person says their intentions is, I want to throw this all away in a big black garbage bag. And I want to come towards you with the King of Cups. This person's intentions is they deeply, deeply love you. they can't explain how they love you or how a bond has been created through whatever they're willing to let go of. Their intention is to let that go and allow a new version of themselves, a higher, loving, more version. We all know when we drink, we do that because we don't want to feel feelings until we, face that demonic spirit. It doesn't have to be a demonic spirit. It's just it's every spirit, okay? It's called the spirit of Alkun. Alcohol is Alkun. And it is a spirit in a bottle. And it brings that out within you in your shadow aspects. So until you can face that spirit, hey motherfucker, I'm driving this bitch. I like to have a good time, but I don't need to get angry. I don't have to, and that's where the emotional heart healing comes in. I see that here with the Two of Cups. A contract. This looks like two people that Two of Cups, they might be splitting assets, or there could be a contract at stake here, and somebody could be, should I stay or should I go now? That's the energy that they're in. I want to say something. I'm not able to make a move, but I don't want to lose you either. See how the hand's grasping? I don't want to lose you. Their truest intentions is to let something go so that they can love you, so that they can be all of them for you. They want a heart, body, mind, soul. They want some sort of profound healing and balance within this. Oh my gosh, you could definitely be dealing with a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You have the Strength card that comes out, which is my sign for Leo. Somebody wants to have strength within some sort of healing with you and find balance, but they know they need to do that within themselves first. All right, that's their intentions. Beautiful. Inspirations out here. You feel like a huge inspiration, this person. If you're on some sort of spiritual divine path, you could have planted very prominent seeds in the past that even they didn't know was there until they allowed themselves to feel that heartbeat within their chest and start going with the flow. I can't explain why when I'm by this person, I feel inspired. It's different than being around everybody else. There's something about this starseed coming towards you that you understand the flow. See how it's like a cell phone, or it's like a telepathy, or it's like this magical golden written energy. It's like when I'm by you, I remember something within me. It's an inspiration. It's like a courage, a funniness, a humor. It's inspiring. This person says, I fucking want to leave this drinking behind. If I have to get counseling, I will. I will get counseling and work on myself if that's the case for some of you. For some of you, this person just wants to put people, places, and things in the past and really be professional about the way that they come to you. This person could have been crying. There's a lot of water here with Pisces. This person could have a Pisces moon. But the Kleenex in the back here, this is somebody who's been going through a lot of emotions about feelings about you and wanting to heal. They're finding the strength and the courage to talk to you about wanting balance. This person does want to work with you, and this person does want some sort of family. I want my family back. Look here, it's only 2 people in the house. See all those extra plates and cups? 10 of Cups is the ultimate happiness. This says, this is my wish fulfillment. When I am with you, I am happy. When I have my family, I am happy. And the 3 of Pentacles says, I want to work on this. This tells me I want to work on this. There is some sort of block here, and it feels like because somebody has maybe perhaps moved into some sort of, took an action in some sort of King of Wands here. It's like maybe when they were hurt or not feeling so well, they moved into some sort of passionate relationship fast and at a fast rate. Let's keep going. Tell me about their truest feelings. How do they feel about my starseeds watching this starseed? They feel like they might not match up to your standard of, they feel like sometimes maybe you don't see them or the growth that they've made, or that God did place them in your life for a reason with the 4 of Cups here. The 4 of Cups is where God's trying to show you something. See these other 3 cups under the TV, somebody who sits on their ass and watch TV, but their person's truest feelings is they want to feel more. They want to see what God's given them, the universe. Their truest feelings is, I haven't paid attention to the signs and synchronicities that I should have. Tell me more. Their truest feelings, the 8 of Wands. Somebody's going to tell you a message about everything that's been within them. With this throwing it away and then starting to color a paper again, and this energy here, somebody's like, I have sat too long on my laurels. I need to bring you a message. If I have to write it in a book, color it in a page, I need to speak to you. I need to tell you. The moon, somebody at the bottom of the deck, like their truest feelings towards you is somebody is going through some very feelings that I don't think they realized that they had. Deep feelings within them, or feelings that have felt they haven't felt. So when they feel them, it could make them feel like they're drowning in all of that emotion. Their feelings is, I want to see what you see. I want to see what you see. Show me the girl. This is like the mirror off of the Beauty and the Beast, right? The moon represents intuition, but it also represents what we don't see. You know, this person, you know, their truest feelings towards you. Tell me more. I want to come towards you. I want to talk to you about the strength that I have to heal something. I know in the beginning, you know, or as of late, 4 months ago, 4 weeks ago, 4 days ago, I wasn't, I wasn't, you know, paying attention to signs and synchronicities, but since this person has been able to have deeper thoughts, whether this guides are bringing them, their spirit guides are bringing this information to them about this heart, this flow, this inspiration. Their feelings is the Ace of Cups. I want a new beginning with you. The Ace is a beginning number. It represents a new start, but it's also the greatest blessing and gift of love. This person's truest feelings is, I love you. I want to heal this. I have so many emotions about trying to stay strong and trying to stay in the balance, to sometimes I don't think I see what God really wants for me, or it's just easier for me to ignore it altogether. But something within this person's soul says, I need to speak to you. I have a need to speak up about what was lost, this contract. Can we just have coffee? You know, can we talk? Can we, somebody wants to sit down and talk. Somebody could drink a lot of coffee. I'm seeing a lot of cups here. A lot of cups here. So somebody overindulges, whether this is alcohol or coffee, like somebody, lots of coffee. Okay, I see that here. Lots of coffee. Somebody's drinking, or tea. The Star, the Strength, and the Two of Pentacles. Okay, what's the blockage in this relationship? What's been the blockage in this relationship? Somebody not wanting to put something to the end in the... Wow. Got the Devil and the Death in reverse, a demonic spirit. An energy vampire. The obstacle here is somebody has a spiritual attachment that is some sort of starseed, or has people around them, or some sort of witchcraft, voodoo, hoodoo. Thank you, Spirit. Tell me more about the Devil. Tell me more about the Devil and the Death in reverse. Somebody not wanting to put an end to some sort of controlling, demonic, fucking... The Six of Pentacles. In the world, there's a new start. Somebody here has a hard time being with just one person, because I seen the Three of Cups here, and then when I was over here as well, before I shuffled, I seen the Three of Cups as well, with the Queen of Cups in reverse. There's some sort of insecurity. Either this spirit or whoever tries to demonically attach to this starseed, it's kept them in a place, okay, because their truest feelings is, I don't think I'm good enough for you. I don't think I can get rid of these things that don't make you happy. Their truest feelings towards you is, I have something that controls me that I don't think I can put an end to. With the Three of Cups out here at the bottom of the deck that I was looking at, you know, maybe you did leave somebody because they're a cheater, or they can't, they're not truthful, or they can't, you know, with the Seven of Swords I did see in the beginning, they can't keep their, you know, they're easily, whatever this attachment they have to them, we fight in the spirit, not in the flesh, but whether this is a porn addiction, this is sex, drugs, rock and roll, you know, they're led by something outside of themselves, that the obstacle is here is, I don't want to put something to an end. But I clarified that with the Six of Pentacles in the world. It says, you know, I'm trusting in the benevolence of God, and I'm willing to take a break. This also represents online. Somebody could be being very victorious online, and that could be an obstacle too here for somebody who has some sort of insecurities. The Devil represents insecurities. You know, they're led around by old thoughts, feelings, or behaviors. Okay, how do you feel about this person? What's your truest feelings toward this person, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, for the collective? The collective's truest feelings towards this starseed coming towards them. The truest feelings. The Nine of Wands in reverse. So the Nine of Wands represents the wounded warrior, somebody who has a wall up, has carried a lot of burdens. Your truest feelings is that you're willing to put those burdens down and every reason why it couldn't work, and find the one why it could. Tell me more. Your truest feelings towards this starseed coming towards you. Yeah, bottom of the deck, 8 of Swords with the Sun. You actually have conflicting feelings like this person. They pull you in, they push you out, and it's like you see this person as a struggle, but also you know it's the one thing that brings you happiness. There's truth behind this person. You can see the truth in their healing. Something's different about this person. You feel different about this person. You maybe watch this person go from some sort of self-imprisonment to the happiest version of their self. Pierre, phone died. So sorry. I had it plugged in. Just wasn't keeping up. It wasn't keeping up with the Joneses. Make sure I got everything turned off that I need to. Okay. We're back. Casey's back. Sorry, guys. You know, so I do these reads and then I ask, I'm like, just getting in that energy. I've been there. We've been there. I think we're all revisit things. Constance. Hi, honey. I love you so much. What up, Michael? I look forward to our reading tomorrow. I'm excited. Alicia, Mariah, Bill, Nye the Science Guy. I know, everyone left should be a mod. No, we didn't miss anything, just yapping. On such a soul level, it's like reading these cards, and I don't really care for tarot too much, you know, I don't. So, everything happens for a reason, you know, my phone cutting off. So I like to take this energy, and being the deep lover that I am, you know, I myself in the past have had the hardest time at giving up on things. You know, it's so hard for me to, and loyalty is one of the most important things to me. And when I learned to be loyal to myself, I never allowed the judgment of others' thoughts, feelings, opinions of me that I know are untruth to waver within my being, you know. When I say I'm loyal and I'm here, that's what I mean. Especially in my awakened state, you know. I've had my own turns of being an asshole and letting people down too, just because I wasn't being there for myself. When I read this energy and I feel it, it's like, fucking love you so much. You know, people like you is why there's so much inspiration in this world to continue to go through these paths of passion and lack thereof, and animosity and fleeting moments of love, and then enormous waves of inadequacies within the heart and the mind and the soul. It's like, because it's energy. You know, we adopt and hang on to the things that we think we need to hang on to. It over time, you know, time is it's history. You know, it repeats itself. It repeats itself if things don't change. You know, just saying that sounds very unorthodox or oxymoron, doesn't it? History repeats itself. Well, that just says a fucking lack of no change to me, you know? The scariest thing you'll ever do is fall in love with yourself. Scariest thing I ever did was love me. And I didn't say love me again. Like, for the first time in my life, family, I have fallen in love with myself. I can't explain it. It is the tears. It is the heartache. It is you know, wanting to speak up and not knowing my direction and not wanting to give up. I hate giving up. I fucking hate giving up, you know, because it's beat into us, you know, just it's even as a kid, it's like you do your fucking best, you try your hardest, you have a good attitude, you have good sportsmanship, but something inside of me, I always wanted to, you know, I was always the dog leg down. We were poor. We grew up fucking on ramen noodles and macaroni and cheese, fucking goulash and anything that came out of the fridge all piled in the fucking, you know, that we didn't give a fuck. Hand-me-downs, fucking socks where our big mom would be sewing up our shit, or you know, I'd take fucking shoes and clothes from the lost and found when I outgrew some shit halfway through the year, even though I got my ass beat for that at home because that was stealing. No, I was just trying to provide for myself, right? You know, and it's amazing how when we travel back in time in the memories with our grandparents or our parents, like my mom has become years later and just over the last 3 months, I'm so proud of her. So fucking proud of her. I never thought this woman would make a change, you know, not in the way because it was God, it's Jesus, right? You're talking to Jesus, right, Casey? And I said, Mom, I'm talking to the light. Well, just I need to know it's Jesus. I don't want none of that spells, you know. Up until about 3 months ago, she was sending me stuff. You know, God says keep these things out of your house, and one of them was cards. And then I said, Mom, you know, she watched the show, and aside from me being funny and you know me being me, I'm just fucking Casey Marie, and I don't know exactly what that means, but I can be pretty, I can be sexy, I can be fun, I can be all of it for everybody else, but for the first time in my life, I'm learning how to be that for me. For me. I fucking love me. You know, when I cry, it's so weird. I'll be bawling my eyes out and I'll pat my own chest just like the little girl in me. Like, I love you. I'm so proud of you, dude. You went through so much shit. Like, and you keep going. And you know what I love the most? Is that I keep light in my heart. No matter what. Those thoughts don't come in about, you know, the witchcraft and all the shit. Oh, it does. But overriding that system is what the fuck I came here for. Which is why I have this channel, is to help others have these deeper cognitive thoughts. Yeah, this is a reading about fucking falling apart from yourself, coming back, seeing where we went wrong. You know, they always are. Staying in a contract, leaving. And it's so unclear until the moment you really, really tune into, I think outside of just the facet of being alone, by myself, you know, I have my kids, I have everybody, but in that, nobody I can really have connected to in that way. You know, there's one person and it's like, this person doesn't even know how powerful and how beautiful they'll be in their awakening, you know. My mom, I've watched her fucking blow into, if she gets in the car and she's like, can you put on like one of those reads for my sign? She goes, Casey, it just blows my mind. How does energy, she goes, you talk about energy. She goes, you help me to understand. And sometimes she'll get lost in it because these cards can do that. Well, is that me or is that them? What narrative is this? My channel really is guided more towards anybody who is not afraid to be absolutely fucking confused, knocked on your ass, but come back and rewatch and find a synchronicity later. I talk about a lot. I say a lot. I channel a lot. My readings, they're deep. They're spiritual. They could be for you. They could be for anything. I tell a piece of my own heart. Like, this is a soul. This is my expression. None of it makes sense until it's time for it to make sense. That's trust. How many times do we pull that in the collective read, guys? Trust, trust, trust. Right? Some of the most important things we'll ever do in life is go within. And I say that like today, I'm spending time alone and I don't know how to be. No kids. My mom's gone. My other kids are at school. Nothing in my life is shitty. I can't complain about absolutely anything. I live to my means. I have nature. Dude, life is just fucking good. And you know what it feels like in this read? It's like you start to feel your heart beat faster as you get closer to your true love. Surrender to the natural flow of life, embracing ease and grace in every situation. It's like the ultimate truth here is like your superpower is your heart. That big fucking generator that you have within you that says, you know, I don't understand why my childhood was like this, or how this person left me, or the confusion, did this person leave me? what part of do I own in it? You know, anybody that and everything that makes us reflect is such a, and whether you have the balls to fucking reflect or not, it's up to you, right? Some people will, everything they're saying to you is something that's already within themselves, right? And they're angry and they're mad, and you know it's just a projection. And when you get wise in your spirit, you grow into that. You understand how you could literally, instead of needing somebody to spill their whole heart out to you, just listen to what they say. And depending on how tapped into the universe you are, you can listen to anything on anybody's mouth with a thought of someone in your head and hear a message from them and their higher self. I don't think we're ever really away from anybody that we love. Maybe physically, but spiritually, no. Surrender to the natural flow of life and embrace grace in every situation your heart knows. What up, Paul? Paul Moody. Matai? Matai, must I? Did I say that right? Matai? I know you guys need to break it down in acronyms. Stop talking to me. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Can you break that down? I'm really bad with names. Hey, fucker, what's up? It's such a beautiful day, guys. I love it here. I have so much, like, you guys ever just had so much, and I don't know how to say it in English. You know, with speaking light language, I can have things on my heart, and I can let my tears flow, and I can, fuck, shit's just hit my heart lately, like, wow. Like, I'm starting to see, like, why things are the way they are, and it's like, it's so sad, but it's so fucking beautiful. It's so lonely, but it's so loving. It's like, because you're never alone. I feel like I'm talking to a collective here that's heart is expanding on a interdimensional level and externally. You know, this world will keep us from ourselves in so many ways, whether it's the way we're raised, military, private schools, shelters, street life. We adopt those behaviors and characteristics, and being on this planet so many times, we can easily adapt to the conditioning of it. And programming just further longs that too, with, you know, the influx of, since 2020, guys, it's been a fucking shit show in all ways. You know, how many of us have lost a house or had to move or lost people we loved or been in accidents or have been fucking pushed to the depth of our emotions, the depth of, I know 2 years ago I had a gun to my own head. And I turned that motherfucker out the window and I shot every 6 rounds in my revolver and I said, never! I know that spirit. I know that devil that wants to come and kill, steal, and destroy. You're not worth it. Nobody loves you. Bullshit, motherfucker. It's overcoming that motherfucker. It's that bitch. This one right here. This bitch that don't want to die. This old piece of you that's like, no, come on. Hateful, mean, fuck it. Fuck everybody. We love we. You know, just that fucking, fuck that. Be unapologetically fuck that in a way that you're loving, but you still just know what kind of energy you want to be around and what you don't. It's not like who gives a fuck what people say. You shouldn't hang out with that person, or they're not good for you, or I see where this is gonna go. Patterns repeat themselves. But you know what? I used to be a thing. I used to be a person that said, you know, people can never change. Leopards can't change their spots. No, but you can evolve. Change is inevitable. So anybody who thinks like that, you're a fucking idiot. Because everybody and everything is a possibility. It's what your courage and your heart and your ability to allow a flow of a truth. Why wouldn't I buy this person? Can you just, you know, the thoughts, the good memories, the bad memories, why does it always bring me back to this place? And even when it's good, I still hide feelings. You know, somebody hides feelings about their heart. It's like somebody here is figuring out why things happen the way they are, how powerful the soul is, this healing, How sometimes the things that hurt us the most are the things that made us, pushed us. Nobody else could have pushed us. But this motherfucker, this fucking asshole, that fucking, you ever just want to punch somebody in the throat and love them at the same time? It's like, God, you're such a dick. You're the only person that can get to the fucking core of me. But I fucking hate and love you at the same time. But then you realize, like, how much growth you've had in certain situations, and it just, collective, it's be grateful. And when you can still see this person or be by them or feel them again, and it's just like all that bullshit falls away because you see truth. How could we make it through love and you still feel like my best friend, You still, like, feel like my soulmate, like I can tell you anything. I can talk to you. It's like I never missed a day. Even through all the pain, it's like I don't have to talk to you about it. The love that my admiration for who you are today outweighs part of that shit's our own insecurities we put on others, right? It's just the divine is doing some beautiful work in twin flame relationships and in soulmates right now. Starseed activation, motherfucker. Coming in hot. You can't fuck with the cosmic love, bro. You can't. Spell after spell after this, after that. It's like, dude, love wins. Even if two people are to be away, or a collective of people had to be away from each other, that energy and that bond and that evolution through, let's not talk about time. I've talked about changing timelines in a blink of an eye while you're brushing your teeth, wake up and you're, trust me, I do it all the time. I don't even know who the fuck I am anymore. It's like, which part I love me, but there's a part of me that's so fucking forward, out of this world, like in the future, that I tap into, and I'm just like, it scares me how I know, not scares, my mom's calling. It inspires me. I'll call you back in a minute, mother. It's just, I don't know, guys. This was more like, I guess I just spit things out of my mouth that I feel. And I still have this, like, overwhelming, like, very... You guys know when you go through something and it's so hard, and on the other side, you see the growth for the greatest good, and that's all you prayed for, and you finally see it, and it makes you want to drop to your knees and just weep because you're so humbled by trust and faith. Anybody gone through a healing where you've just had, like, your heart completely ripped out of your chest, and in the end of it all, you see what God did there? Without that, people can't change because they have to be pushed so hard or to a certain point, or have people ripped away from them to have to. The only way some people look within themselves is when everything else is ripped away from them. Everything. When you yearn, it's everybody's fault because they're gone, and then pretty soon you sit there and you're like, I'm just too tired. And now you start to remember shit. I did fuck that up. I should have done that different. I was rude. I was mean. I was hateful. Didn't love myself, really, is what it comes down to. And then now we're getting somewhere. Didn't care about myself enough to care about my feelings, because nobody really wants to make anybody hurt. Nobody really wants somebody's feelings to hurt and them to feel so small. We all know what that feels like. Unless you're just an evil fucking detached dickwad and you've got some sort of what we're talking about here. You still have an energy that you haven't dealt with, some way that makes you feel superior. And that's not cool. And the divine will always bring out. See, that energy is always watching. It always knows what's truth and what's not. For those of you that are taking the path of healing and owning your fucking bullshit, congratulations. That is your truth. That is your truth. And it might not be fucking pretty truth. You know how many not pretty truths I've had? A million. I've been such a fucking asshole in my life. You know what I mean? And it's just, and in my mindset, it was like a teenager projecting everything out. Well, you or this or that. And now I don't like excuses. After being in the military, I'm like, you should own your shit. I still was pulling that shit up until about 5 years ago. I learned a fucking lot in 5 years about owning my mud. Holding my mud. Being a fist fighting mother. Dude, I am one fist fighting some bitch. Not having fear. I've learned a lot about. Sometimes you gotta be love and light. Sometimes you just gotta fucking knuckle up and knock a motherfucker in their teeth. Straight up. You know what? Remember, sometimes it is in the spirit, in the flesh. Because that's a fucking super demon. That's just like that's a walking corpse for fucking Satan, right? You got to be careful with this AI bullshit these days. That's a read for another time. Just want to say, expect a message about a new beginning and a truth about a healing to come forward. You are an inspiration. You should be proud of yourself. You should be so proud of your ability to own your shit and say, you know what? Looking back now, you did what you could for what you had. The way you were raised, the way you were taught. It's always scary to go outside of that and learn something outside of that. That's the shit that fucking is so foreign. And that's the stuff that pushes us to the most exponential amount of growth. The growth that we need, the hard shit. And then if we're not learning it in that way and we have a divine soul path, then it comes about through relationships, jobs, losing things. Because if you ain't going to look, divine's going to fucking perk your ears up to where you see. Do you see now? Do you understand what you had? Do you understand what you didn't have, where you could have done better, where you were lacking? What the overall thing is us, within us, insecurity. The only time you have a reason to mouth off or be, unless you really are stand for the greatest good of all, and like, don't put your hands on that motherfucker. Stand a vigilante type fucking energy. Own your shit, bro. Own your shit, and you feel so much better to own your shit. It's like when you tell the truth and you get your ass up anyways, and then you're like, well, at least I told the truth. Or you go to jail anyways, you're like, at least I told the truth. Stand on your motherfucking laurels. That's the most important thing. Stand on your fucking laurels. I'll own my piece of shitness in the back. Fuck yeah. I did some, dude. Let's just say I was one fucking curious, very curious individual. And curiosity almost killed the cat 3 times. For real, though. Isaac, I lost my son 7 years ago. His birthday just passed. I send you love to your son, to the collective. Jason's daughter's gone. There's a lot of us that have lost a lot. My child's father passed away September 9th. Yeah, there's a lot. I know Constance, she's had her losses. I know a lot of you. Pluto. There's a lot of us. I lost a baby 6 months pregnant. I lost her. There's that. Just think about those souls that are coming back and that have been guiding you. It's so funny that's coming up. They're like, your heart fucking knows, dude. You healed something else, though. I don't even know. It's like the reason some of those souls didn't stay is because you were going to cut the karma so they didn't have to incarnate. They got to choose a higher timeline because I don't know. You guys are fucking awesome. Never underestimate that what you're doing makes a huge difference, even if it's saying the next purest, truest thing from your mouth. Sharing adequate feelings of truth, desires, passion. When you live in passion, you can't fucking be wrong. Now, there's a difference between passion and desires. Be passionate about your life. Be passionate about your path, And when you share those with other, it ignites a spark. Love never dissipates, You're not losing anything when you share love, guys. It's a spark that passes on to another torch, and it continues to grow. Watch out for the ones that want to extinguish that within you, that light. Why are you being nice? I thought you said this. I thought this. Yeah. Well, a real person would know people say things when they're angry and that people can change and people can still maintain proper communication and etiquette within interpersonal relationships within themselves and within others. What's up, TWC? TW? It's about growth, guys. This is where us light workers show up. And it's only because you fucking chose to carry the light that I'm calling you a light worker. There's a lot of people that were intended here or had the incarnation to have that, and it might not be right now. But there are some that have just strictly chosen not to evolve, and that's going to be very apparent here in the next 6 months. That those people who choose that, you'll be losing businesses. You will have no place. What you put out on others, my friend, will go back onto you, and that's where your lesson begins. If you are somebody who watches, and I know there's a few of you, I can see you, that have a lot of rewriting of your own to do. Sometimes our status in society can outweigh our truest feelings because we don't want to be looked on as, if 5 people don't like one person, then you shouldn't either, right? But truth will always prevail, To fake the funk, it takes a lot of energy for somebody who really is a fucking low down dirty person to pretend nice and this advancement. I'll tell you, it takes time to change. I'm a stubborn motherfucker. It took me 5 years to really get over this last 2 years since I got out of jail. I went to jail for 5 days, my first offense. I got pulled over in a vehicle with somebody who had meth pipe and weed, and they didn't own it. So I automatically got the charge alongside that person. So that was my first fucking go around with the SWAT team. But this person, I called him out to come pick me up because I was in an unsafe situation, and that's the only reason that person got in trouble, is because they were there for me as a friend. So we paid the price together. That was actually my kids' father who was murdered in September. That's baby Ellie's dad. But nonetheless, even shit grows you, man. And then you gain new warriors on the other side when they pass over. And there's this new sense of connection, enlightenment through the grief. Grief is so hard. There's been a lot of that in the collective of grieving. Because you feel them. You feel these souls, right? There's things that make you think of songs or their colors. I'm seeing the color red and black. There's colors that just bring you back to a certain space and time. Purple and green is another one I'm seeing. They're memories. They're within us, and they're here on this earth for a reason, to grow us. It's like, if you still have a life and somebody doesn't, do something with your fucking life for them. You really love and honor them. Let the rest of the bullshit fall away. Because if they, from the other side, you could have a sit down talk with them, they'd say none of that shit matters, man. That's all that fear, that anger. Even our parents can be so set in a way where they can't see the change we're making. Well, you're a dumb motherfucker. Well, that's somebody's opinion. Whether that lets you decide your destiny with your future and what you love most, if you allow that to impede upon your truest heart's desire, then that's a lesson you learn. We miss out on things in life at that moment and at that time until it's time. What's meant for you will never pass you by. It's just hoping that the alignment gets there before, one passes on or, somebody chooses a different path. What's meant to be, it's destiny. It's just, and we can magnetize what we want towards us the most, God, I'm just blabbering on it here. I left the medical industry where I spent 17 years. Damn. I now build homes. I want to do something different. Get a channel, bro. You remind me of somebody who would have a beautiful morning channel, just to get on there and play some good tunes, for real. Isaac, like you talk like I do. And you can. You're very fucking smart. You spend a lot of time up here, like you're an inspiration to others. Shit, you're not, like your guides are saying, like, do something with that. Even if it's just a little podcast on YouTube. What's up, everybody? Yeah, you're a funny motherfucker. Just tuning in. Anybody see that bullshit Dodgers game last night? It can cover all things. I can go over what is his name? God, I love him. Joe Rogan. I love that podcast. You remind me of somebody who do something good like that. Really, like that is, trust me, my shoulder's all blown out. I can't fucking go hang drywall and sheetrock right now. I have a job here in about 2 weeks of doing that, and I'm going to have, my son will be out of school, but that just shows me where God wants me to put myself, my higher self. I ask all the time, show me, motherfucker. What do you want me? What do you want? What do you need? And I'm just doing exactly what I want to do. I'm trusting, the guidance. I don't make a shit ton of money off of YouTube by any means. But I'm trusting the path. I definitely trust the path. And not only that, but I'm happy when I get to be on here and talk with you guys and hang out. Sometimes, like, all of this stuff that just comes through the consciousness and flows out, it's like, that's a lot. Thank you, Chad. He says the world needs more people like you. Proud of you, Isaac. Right, your shoulder killing you? Which one? Left or right? You right? I'm tired of being around energies and people that want me dead. I've got to be all love and light. For real, Bill. Okay, Bill, I'm just saying, like, once you come here, there's going to be some of you, when you come here and experience Idaho, you're not going to want to go. You're going to, especially for those of you that don't really have your family and aren't tied down. Like there's a lot of beautiful people you're going to meet that are going to change a lot of things within just this channel, straight up. We're all here, brother. You guys, I love you so much. Do you know how fucking awesome we are? More shoulder blade. Back here by the scapula. I believe that's what they call that. Go to your bosom, knock there, and ask your heart, what is doth know? William Shakespeare. What do you know? Go to your heart, knock there, and ask it, what do you know? A real woman avoids drama. She knows her time is precious, and she's not wasting it on unimportant things. It's a lesson I'm still learning. If you're reading this, congratulations, you are alive. If that's not something to smile about, then I don't know what is. By Chad Sugg. Some people come into your life as blessings, others come into your life as lessons. Mother Teresa. Happiness always looks small while you hold it in your hands, but let it go, and you learn at once how big and precious it is. Wow. Happiness always looks small while you hold it in your hands, but let it go, and you learn at once how big and precious it is. By Maxim Gorky. Ask yourself, have you been kind today? Make kindness your daily modus operandi. Modus operandi, and change your world. By Annie Lennox. If you look deeply into the palm of your hands, you will see your parents and all generations of your ancestors. All of them are alive in this moment. Each is present in your body. You are the continuation of each of these people. Thich Nhat Hanh. That one brought my tears to my eyes. That's why being a warrior of light, even if I do have to let people go and I see what a precious gift it was, even if you can't have it, it's just that's the gift within it. That's what makes me feel so honored to know true love. You know, it's in the letting go. It's like it was real. You realize when you let it go, it was real. You don't covet it, but you're just grateful you got to ever experience it, you know? Yesterday is but a dream, tomorrow but a vision, but today well lived makes every yesterday a dream of happiness and every tomorrow a vision of hope. Look well, therefore, to this day. Sanskrit proverb. Do your little bit of good where you are. It's those little bits of good, but together, that overwhelm the world. Desmond Tutu. If you are doing your best, you will not have to worry about failure. Wow. You have to decide what your highest priorities are and have the courage, pleasantly, smiling non-apologetically to say no to other things. And the way to do this is by having a bigger yes burning inside of your soul. I feel like some of you have to say no to something, you know, because you have something else deeper within your soul that will drive you or take you to a place. Sometimes the situation is only a problem because it's looked at in a certain way. Look at it in another way. The right course of action may be so obvious that the problem no longer exists. By Edward D. Bono. Pickle. Being powerful is like being a lady. If you have to tell people you are one, you aren't. You have given me a gift such as I've never even dreamt of finding in this life. I believe in pink. I believe that laughing is the best calorie burner. I believe in kissing a lot. Excuse me. I believe in being strong when everything seems to be going wrong. I believe that happy girls are the prettiest girls. I believe that tomorrow is another day, and I believe in miracles by Audrey Hepburn. I'm not afraid of storms, for I'm learning how to sail my ship. Promise yourself to be strong, that nothing can disturb your peace of mind. To talk health, happiness, and prosperity to every person you meet. To make all of your friends feel that there is something in them. To look at the sunny side of everything and make your optimism come true. To think only the best, to work only for the best, and to expect only the best. To be just as enthusiastic about the success of others as you are about your own. To forget the mistakes of the past and press on to the greater achievements of the future. To wear a cheerful countenance at all times and give every living creature you meet a smile. To give so much time to the improvement of yourself that you have no time to criticize others. To be too large for worry, too noble for anger. Too strong for fear and too happy to permit the presence of trouble. To think well of yourself and to proclaim this fact to the world, not in loud words, but in great deeds. To live in faith that the whole world is on your side so long as you are true to the best that is in you. Christian D. Larson. We'll get one more. A true friend knows your weaknesses. Oh my gosh. A true friend knows your weaknesses but shows you your strengths. Feels your fear but fortifies your faith. Sees your anxieties but frees your spirit. Recognizes your disabilities but emphasizes your possibilities. William Arthur Ward. Patience, child, patience. Remember, life is a journey. If you got everything you wanted all at once, there'd be no point of living. Enjoy the ride, and in the end, you will see these setbacks, quote unquote, as giant leaps forward. Only you couldn't see the bigger picture in the moment. Remain calm. All is within reach. All you have to do is show up every day, stay true to your path, and you will truly find the treasures that you seek. Love it. Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. Dr. Seuss. Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. Open your heart. Fling your hopes high, set your dreams aloft. I am here to hold your hand. Train yourself to listen to that small wee little voice that tells us what's important and what's not. All right. A message from your highest self. What you need to know. Passed on loved ones, your spirit guides. What would they tell you if they could talk to you? Sometimes the best things are created from chaos. Look at that cosmic love in that apple. You are never lost, but only forging a path to new worlds. Trust the process. Holy Spirit, holy angels, for the highest skylight. Everyone you meet is another part of you that wants to be loved. Bottom of the deck. When a new door opens, walk through it and begin again. There are many doors that lead to the place that you truly belong. Trust your path. Everything is unfolding as it should be. I love him! One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. There once was a name Nantucket. I don't even know, I just heard that. Let's get an angel number. Angel numbers you might be seeing or be on the lookout for. Just another inspirational message. I love you guys. The number 888 comes out with 1011 at the bottom of the deck. This is a call to action to move forward. The sooner you get going, the sooner you will accomplish what you set out to do. Those with patience will eventually reap the rewards of their perseverance. Hope, new beginnings, fresh start, lifestyles, purpose, and a spiritual awakening. Clarity, 555. You aren't a victim of circumstances, rather you are a beneficiary of it. If that weren't the case, life would be pretty dull. You will set yourself up for success in the long run if you are willing to adapt to this shift. Everything is working out for the best. At long last, you are accomplishing what you set out to do. Everything will work out perfectly in the end. Great transformation, major changes, big opportunities, fast pace moving forward, and a process. We've got 888. Balance, finesse, success, wealth, cycles, what goes around comes around. A lot of money is coming your way. Fortune refers to more than just monetary and material success. If you don't appreciate the people in your life now, you won't have them tomorrow. This message encourages you to take personal responsibility and use it to realize your greatest potential. I love it. All right, guys. I love you. I've got to send an email out to reschedule my read for tomorrow. I'll just do them in a row. I really am gonna go get out on the water. I need to get on my kayak. Hi, Sky Key Moonbeams. Ooh. I love you, Constance. If you guys don't know, Constance has that is her YouTube channel, so you can click on her name, Constance C, up in the chat. And she also is a beautiful reader. She is also a single mama of babies. Her and I are very much in alignment with our paths and things we've gone through. She's an amazing reader. She also does a pull a card. If you guys like getting the pull a card, and let me tell you, she is on point. She's pulled cards for me on the lives. They're awesome. So please go check out her channels, check out her short, subscribe, like. She's awesome. You're welcome, Queen of Wands. I love you. Hello, Miss from Idaho. My name's Casey Troy. Hello to you. Chris555, what's up? What up, Collective? Joe Santo! I want to send positivity and strength to love to my Leo, number 8. Did you guys like this read? It was a little different, huh? It was just kind of more dabble. I liked it. You're welcome, Constance. Dude, if I had a way to get, us little readers out there for the highest good of all right now, a lot of people are still buying into that bullshit, when they're coming back, who left you, instead of looking at the soul lessons. It's shifting. Those types of energies that just for the monetization and all the, you guys know. I mean, it's nice to make money, but to sell lies on account of that, I don't even know if I would, I'd be more worried about misguiding people for purposes of, in 6 months when that motherfucker don't come back, that bitch is going to be mad. You're going to know whether or not. Granted, energy is, but come on. When you look at somebody's energy on a soul level and you're like, yeah, he'll be back next week and he's like in the devil and the death, I'm like, no, probably not. Mariah, she says, I love the realness. Thank you. That's all we can do. Think you have a blessed day. Much love to everybody. Have a wonderful day. Constance, you know what I'm talking about, dude. As readers, if you're a reader and you have your readers you appreciate and gravitate to, that as a reader you want to find somebody that can push you too, because bullshit from not bullshit, or if it doesn't align with you, like, nah, I have a few. I have like 6 of my favorite readers I really watch. I like Cindy. I watch Constance. I like the Quantum Queen. I love her. Her name's Jocelyn from the Quantum Queen Tarot. You guys gotta check her shit out. I love the way she reads. She reads more of I like Christina, Spiritually Fit Tarot. I fucking love her channel, dude. I love that girl. She got a lot of cats, but I like her. I got the Galactic Lion 144, West. He's a fucking whole different animal as far as, old, ancient energy, some badass, just spiritual warrior, man. There's so many of you guys, and if you are a reader and I don't know, please let me know. I'll give you a shout out on here. I watch 13 Moons Tarot. I like her too. I like the way she breaks stuff down. 13 Moons is another really good one I like to watch. what's the one that Cognitive Universe? She does the teacup readings and the gym readings. Fucking Cognitive Universe. Every morning she has a pick a card out. I love those. And then she'll do for your birthday. Y'all take care. Be careful. Thank you. Looking forward to our read tomorrow. Oh, Moonbeams, you got a channel? Oh my gosh. Well, I didn't know that. I am going to check you out. Why didn't you say anything? Jumping into life with strength. I'm writing it on the back of there. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to check out your channel. I will show you some love. For those of you that don't know, Sky Key Moonbeams has a channel as well. Yeah, I'll be on there. Subscribe. Yeah. Go check out that channel. If you guys have a channel and you want to shout out, hey, I don't get, people like, don't put your shit on my shit. Hell no. Go check out their channel. Hello, doctor.
Here's a question. So, yesterday Ringo redid dishes because he was doing them like, okay.
Hold on just a second. Actually, I'm just going to get off here. I love you guys. I will talk to you later. Check out the channel. Leave a like, a subscribe. Leave a comment what you think about the video. It helps in the algorithm. If you guys want a personal read with me, I do hour-long reads with energy cleansing if your soul and for the highest good of all, I'm guided to clear energy and you're ready to release, I can remove that for you. I open up a gateway with Archangel Michael and other ascended masters, and we can move that energy off and just life coach. You guys, I'm here. If you just want to spend an hour to, get some understanding and want to talk, you want to read with it, we can do that. I have that set up with Bill when Bill's ready. Reach out, guys. I'm here. I love you. They're $65 for an hour, and then for my 30-minute or 35-minute reads, they're $30. I always read for the highest good of all. If you have specific questions, we can ask and get into that. Don't come to me with no drama bullshit, because I will not fucking read it. I don't divination spy. I do it for the soul evolution, what you need to know, what helps you. So if you feel guided for that and you really are trying to understand, you're at this point of wanting some guidance from your higher self, your spirit guides, this is what I do. I can understand a lot of things and empathize, and I can and pull in a lot of guidance, and I can teach you how to do that yourself so that you don't have to pay for this stuff, so that you can learn how to have that connection with yourself. That's my goal, is to teach everybody to reconnect. Yes, those thoughts are normal. We get into what those mean, the soul level. If you guys are interested, email me. I love you so much. Kisses from Idaho. You guys take care. I might... Huh? Oh, Kylie's been working out now. Look at her legs.
Look at my arm.
Now put them up. Woo! Yeah, she's been doing, what do you got? Weightlifting?
Yeah.
I'm not sure to flex that one, but I'm working on it.
For real.
Yeah!
Yep, pretty much.
Kylie, Jason says. Kylie. I know, she's doing so good in her weightlifting. I'm really proud of her. Joe Santos says, keep going. Constance says, keep it up, baby girl. Constance says, channel, I love her. She's such a sweetie. Mariah, my family. While I'm in here, I gotta do one more thing. Welcome to the family, Constance. See? I love you guys. Constance is now a moderator too. Woohoo!
Bye guys.
Bye guys. All right, we're gonna go out and take care of some stuff. Whoop whoop. My left one's a little weaker. Hey.
Mine is too.
Well, a little blown shoulder over here. My clavicle's blown. I know.
Look at my back. Oh no.
Woohoo! Constance Samad. Welcome to the Soul Tribe family. We love you guys. Sky Beams. I'll be checking that out. All right, I'm going to let my phone charge up a little bit, and then I will probably be live on the kayak if you guys want to go out for some fishing. So I will see you guys then. I love you. Stay strong in your convictions of your heart. Know that the path to the trueness is not an easy one. Mentally, physically, our mind will try to attack and bring up past things out of fear. Talk to the aspect of yourself that says, call on discernment. Show me the path. Listen to your heart and your being. I'm going to charge my phone. Kisses from Idaho. Good night. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Oh my god, have you watched that movie before?